Good eye, mate.
I wonder if he'll get so to come to the United States from Australia, well, he could marry somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause he's trying to get a visa.
Yeah.
There's a
He
lottery.
talked about it.
Apparently it's a lottery he has entered. And the United States just randomly draws from the lottery once a year, every other year or something, and they let so many come into the United States.
Yeah, evidently it's kind of a pricey ordeal to fly over here.
$100,000 I think if he wants to like buy his.
Oh yeah, yeah. To get here, yeah, that's expensive.
$100,000 to buy.
It sounds like Australia's a really cool place to visit.
He can buy into a corporation as well. He can have a partnership in a corporation.
They seem pretty restricted down there.
Very.
Almost everything we talked about, he was like, "Oh, we can't do that in Australia."
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can't do that in Australia.
I know.
I was like, "Oh, we went and peed outside." He's like, "You can't do that in Australia."
And like all the cool animals and shit, all the cool animals that are really expensive to own in the United States come from Australia.
You can't have
You can't even go over there and molest them. Like you can't even fuck with a cockatoo or none of that shit.
Yeah, it sounds like it's pretty regulated over there talking with you and stuff.
Yeah, they like even airsoft guns. He was like, "Yeah, you can't have those."
No.
I was like, "Why?" Man, I thought you were gonna hit John.
If you catch that thing, it will fucking stink. It will catch you and swing your hands up. It's like if you squeeze it.
It's like a stink bug?
No, it'll be like a fucking you dropped a bottle of Pine Sol on you.
That's kind of cool.
That wouldn't be bad.
He's an interesting little critter.
Who sent all the buffalo meat?
Mike Marcel. We met him at the NRA party. He's a police officer, and
He sent a ton of it. Like we got
he gave us
little 1 pound packs. These are all different types of sausages we're defrosting right now. And then we got probably another 20 of these probably, and maybe sausages and kielbasa and hot dogs and shit that we're gonna cook for lunch today. A bunch of burgers. We don't have any burger shit. We're gonna have to go get some
bun?
onions and tomato and shit like that. No, those buns are from.
They're
You went bad?
yeah, they're up there for the
We don't even need the bread. I mean, we can get some bread.
Yeah. You could technically just eat hamburger steak. Buffalo hamburger steak.
No, I refuse to do that. If I'm eating hamburger steak,
It's
I'm
going
eating
in a bun.
If I'm we're gonna call it hamburger and put it on a bun.
Lance, I've noticed you're kind of like a cat. When you see something fluttering around like that, you can't stop. Have you watched him, John? You're totally mesmerized by it, like that damn critter. My cats do the same thing you do when they're looking out the window at the squirrels. They're like, start making little sounds. But
so no video yesterday because they were too lazy to make you one. I wasn't here. They liked it when you guys did a video on your own.
The thing with the video is as much as, and like I do,
we're trying to get shipping done.
We've got a lot done this week because we kind of skimped back a little bit on some of the other stuff as far as the.
We had NRA and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if you call it extracurricular. We were just everyone tightened down for a week. Really, I mean, I know in the first 2 days, me and Amanda had out over 500 packages. So I mean, it makes a difference whenever because this place grinds hard every day. But when we all really set to a high gear, like it's a different tempo, and it's just one of those things we were just doing just to have a good push. Every once in a while, you want to have a good push, and we did. So it made sense. John had to go and finalize some things for the new building, so instead of goofing off, we all just tightened down and worked. So.
Went to Nashville with our interior design lady Amanda, and I've really come to like her. Like she gets what I'm saying. I throw shit down. She's like, no, that won't work together. What about this? And I'm enjoying, Amanda and myself are both enjoying working with the other Amanda. And we picked out all our materials for almost everything upstairs. The bathroom, both offices, the other bathroom upstairs, the kitchen area, some of the wall coverings and stuff that we're going to use to cover up with. We went back, we are in fact putting copper tiles, 10 tiles over the kitchen and in the bathroom. We've got a matching material that's going on the walls in the bathroom and the backsplash, and then we've got a tile, a big porcelain tile that's going on the bottom on the floor in the kitchen. And it's got a very metallic look to it. At certain angles it looks like it's got kind of an oil wash to it. It looks like it's got copper, and it'll kind of turn some. It's got some iridescence to it, but I think it will work well with the copper, and that's carrying into the bathroom because it comes over those first 2 beams. So that'll carry into the bathroom, and we got a real awesome, different size tiles, and some of them are like framed out, brushed stainless steel with glass, so it's like a little teeny aquarium. And then others copper, and then it's got some tiles and shit in there. And I've got some tile going on the floor in my office, so it'll literally look like poured finished concrete. And the tiles I'm using are 24 by 36 inches. They're very big.
We're finished like polished concrete or like
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just wondered. I didn't know if this
like a loft.
Okay.
So like a poured concrete countertop.
Right.
And she said, God, I hate to see what those are going to cost. So like I was curious. I expected that to be probably the most expensive product out of the whole build. And when I asked the lady, it wasn't at all. The most expensive product out of the whole build is the bathroom going in your guys' upstairs bathroom. Those little tiles going on the wall.
Be shitting in style.
But they've got a company. You send them a photo, and they'll do a whole wall in tile. Little glass tiles, and they can put like a big 6-foot combat cock on there, and then little cock, whatever you send them.
In the tile.
Yeah, very, very, very depicted behind the glass tiles, and like your imagination is the limit with that shit. But we've got some real cool shit, and it's finalized. Everything's on order now. Finalized the closet build out and. Final touches for the kitchen and everything, so that's all ready to go. Tiles on site for the downstairs bathrooms. I have pictures of the treads for the spiral staircase.
I think that thing looks bad.
Yeah, they look awesome too. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I only have them in my phone, and we need to go over and actually shoot a video at the fab shop. But see if I can get this.
I can probably.
See if you can.
Should be able to see it.
See if you can pull into that. Yeah. Kind of show.
Yeah, just sit real still. There you go. Yeah, that looks real crisp.
So those will be backlit. There'll be lights shining, reflecting through there. There'll be a piece of like Lexan underneath, and it'll illuminate up through those treads and those cutouts. And that's on every other stair on the spiral staircase. So the spiral staircase is so large, we don't have a powder coater around here. It has to go to Kentucky and get all the final powder cut done. And then they'll bring it onto site. When they bring it on site, they're taking the 2 double doors in the front out and part of the wall to bring it in, stand it up, mount it to the upper beam, mount it to the concrete on the ground, and then they will put the doors back in. So that's all.
I'm glad we're not doing that.
Like 5, he said 7-10 days. The building will look completely different. Paint will be done downstairs, painted beams upstairs. The tin will be in upstairs. The kitchen parts should be on site for the kitchen build out. Within 10 days, all of our tiles should be upstairs, so they should be tiling all that. By then, the bathrooms downstairs. The whole entire floor in the bathrooms downstairs are being tiled. The walls are all being tiled. We figured out we're going to run the glass tile that's going on the 2 walls in the downstairs showers. They're going to carry out around the vanity on that wall right there.
Looks like a big back.
We picked out the vanities. It's kind of it's a dark wood, green glass, kind of a little Japanese look to it, and it's on legs. So, like in theory, we can just run Roomba vacuums all through the different zones at night where there's no thread, and it'll just fucking spot clean all that shit
That'll
up.
make it easy to clean.
And we'll assign someone or have a company come in and do it.
But even if you only did that once a month.
All the doors are on site. They started putting all the doors in yesterday. That's what the was waiting on, for all the doors to be installed. And there's a bunch more. I don't know what I'm missing.
I think it's cool it's reached that point. You know, it was like the difference whenever we were waiting for them to finish the actual loft so you could go stand in it. At first we were just looking at all the beams that were being put up, and then finally one day they were like, oh, you can go walk around for now. And we had that whole floor, and it's the same deal. We've been looking at the same thing for a minute, what we thought was the same thing, and now it's reaching another point where you'll get to go in and be like, wow, this looks totally different.
Well, I remember thinking that hole for the spiral staircase is really big. And then now seeing the pictures, I'm like, I wonder if that's going to fit in the hole. That thing is huge. That's going to be awesome.
7 feet.
Yeah, it'll be
Edge to edge.
awesome.
Yeah, that thing for that grease.
We're gonna be like
wow, there's
Fight
very little grease in this.
Yeah,
stuff.
we're
Very
gonna
lean,
make,
isn't it?
yeah, we're gonna make a soap like Fight Club.
Right.
What's up?
Let's see what you're doing.
You know, John Willis talks about Fight Club all the time. You don't care about the rules.
The rules don't apply.
Right.
There are no rules.
Rules 1 and 2 about Fight Club.
There's
they
no
don't-
rules.
they don't
There's one
actually apply.
rule. That's Lance. He stands in Little Caesars, rips his clothes off. Put your shirt back on. One rule.
I could actually see that kind of thing happening too. That's
Yeah, I could tell.
Like I could see him, like everyone being like, "What the hell is this guy getting undressed for?"
Well, speaking. The quads down in the gymnasium. Come on, Snoop-a-loo.
I had a dude send me an email yesterday. What's your return policy? Well, the answer is we don't have a return policy.
There isn't a policy. It adapts to you, sir.
Like, yeah, your return policy depends on you.
You get your own policy. Every
Like, we've
time.
literally never written a return policy. There's not really one. People don't return our shit.
Yeah.
Really, the only thing we get is they ordered the wrong thing. Occasionally, we ship you the wrong thing, which we fucking take care of
I was
more than
immediate-
fucking
yeah,
take care of if we
immediately.
fucking. If you ordered the wrong thing, we just have you send it back. We fucking send you a new thing in return. You pay shipping on it if it was on you. But he says, I said, what's the issue? He said, well, I bought a belt, and I don't care for the quality, and it's not as stiff as I thought. And it's a 1.5 Cobra belt. Stiffest belt we make. Fucking stiffer than anything else you can get. And I said, we'll send it back, and we'll refund you less 20%, or we'll issue a 100% gift card. And he didn't like that answer. He's like, you have no customer service. Basically, that's bullshit. You know, that you're not going to just give me all my money back. So it went a few more times. He says, my father and I run a business, and, you know, it's your business. You do what you want, but that's poor customer service. I said, we actually have good customer service. We have so much customer service. As a matter of fact, we shipped 267 packages today. 4 dudes pulled, prepped, and shipped 267 packages. And that doesn't include all the other people in the other building or all the people out here.
Or me.
Our customer service, what?
Or me.
You weren't here. Our customers, you were with me. Our customer service is just awesome. So he goes back and forth a few times. Well, I look his name up. Email doesn't come up in the system. Name doesn't come up in the system. And then he discloses, well, he wants us to, I hope you send me my $73 or whatever. He wants us to send him a check, which we don't do. You will never see a check from us, ever. You will get paid. If you paid on a card, it will refund to your card. If you paid PayPal, it'll refund through PayPal. If we refund it, usually we'll just issue you a gift card.
Yeah.
Because that's the fastest way. And after a certain amount of time, our system won't let us just refund. So, come to find out, he didn't buy the belt. We couldn't find him in the system. It was a gift. And he came back with something smart ass. I said, dude, you're fucking done here. You should have just fucking kept your mouth shut. We would have issued a card or refunded. But the thing is, when we click refund, it would go back to whatever method of payment.
Yeah.
It's just like when you can't go to Walmart and fucking return it. So you can't go anywhere and return it. It's going to go right back to the method of payment.
Yep.
You go to AutoZone and buy a fucking alternator, and you want that $15 core charge back, you have to fucking have the card you paid for. It's only going back on the card. They're not going to fucking give you a check. They're not going to give you cash. It's going back on the original card. You got in some trouble for...
Yeah, I worked at
Some
it was-
return
it was-
bullshit.
It was funny because it's
And I bring this up because this is a major fucking chain jewelry store we're talking about, and they have the same fucking policy.
John was reading us the email, and then he said, and the guy mentions, he said, well, I got this as a gift, so that's why, like, immediately, like, I started shaking my head right then, like, so that means that he didn't pay for this at all, and whatever gift he got, whether it was that he needed the money for the belt, or just didn't want it, or whatever, he was prepared to lie to us, until which point he spilled his own beans and told us he didn't pay for it. And had John been like, oh, we'll just refund it, and we had refunded it, and it went back to a debit card, that guy wouldn't have got the money.
Right.
But on that note, I laughed because I had dealt with the same thing. It was on a much larger scale. It was a couple $1,000s. Someone had come into where I used to work and was like, I just wanted to return this. And I said, oh, well, what's the problem? It's like, well, I just didn't care for it and everything. And I said, I opened it and looked, and I was like, can you wear it? It looks fine. I said, all right. I was like, I just need your receipt and your card that you paid with, and you know, we'll put it back on there, whatever. And she was like, well, I don't have the card. And I was like, all right. Well, I was like, do you have your receipt? I was like, because I can type in your card number if you tell me or whatever,
Right.
and we can figure something out. I'm like, no, I don't have the receipt either. And usually if someone spends money on something like that, especially when it carries warranties, you'll keep
Yeah,
your
especially
receipt.
all that
fucking
paperwork.
thousands of dollars.
So she didn't have that either, and I was like, And then like I was like, well, I can't do anything without that. And she kind of like milled around. She's like, well, this was actually a gift, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well,
Trying to pull one over.
Because
Right.
not to say this is what happened, but people will go into stores and steal shit and return it to other stores.
it definitely
That's why
happens.
they make you have the fucking pack. It happens all the time. It happens
Definitely.
fucking billions of dollars a year.
Yeah.
People make their fucking living doing that
Yeah.
and selling the shit on the street.
Yeah.
That's their job.
The other thing people would do is they'd go to these clearance centers like Ross and fucking all these places and buy up colognes or whatever and then return them to Nordstrom's for the extra fucking $15, $20. Who has time to do that? I guess if you don't have a job.
That's
but-
all you want to do. But large and small of it was that, you know, places like where I used to work, and any retail store I actually used to work at, if you come in with a problem like that, if it still tags on it or whatever, we will take that merchandise back. You can't leave with any money. You can leave with something of equal or lesser value and store credit, or you can have store credit towards whatever thing of more value and take that off of there. But the store will not take a hit for you getting a gift you didn't like.
Right.
And in reality, some of this in the jewelry store, if you didn't have the receipt at all and it was a gift, you'd need to contact that person and get them to give it to you, because we still wouldn't refund it then. We wouldn't even give you some credit for it because it could be stolen.
And here's the thing, like the first correspondent. Well, why do I have to pay? Why are you going to hit me for 20%? You can resell it. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is, we build everything as you order it. Yeah, I can give you that fucking, let's say that $50 back, or I can make you keep that, and the next dude orders one, I can take his $50 and send him one. What you don't take into account is somebody printed that order, somebody cut that order, somebody took that order down to the other building, that's 3. Somebody sewed that belt, went back to the clip and clean table, somebody clipped, cleaned, and inspected that belt, that's 5. Somebody walked that belt up here, somebody put that belt, unpackaged it, made sure everything was there, put it in a box, that's 6. Went into this office here, somebody processed the shipping. That's 7 people that I paid to fucking ship you that belt that you want me to give you all the money back on. And had you just fucking not been a fucking dick, you'd have had it back. But you just fucking kept emailing and kept emailing and kept emailing. And the fact is, you can file a claim. I got tracking shows you received the product. I've got an email history with you about the product. And we have a caseworker with PayPal that we speak to personally. PayPal has assigned, I guess we do enough volume, they have assigned us our own caseworker. I got an 800 number, I can call my dude, and fucking 95% of the time we win a PayPal dispute just by sending him the email history chains.
And another thing, you know, that dude said he ran a business or whatever.
That's what I said. I said,
He
awesome.
he knew all that stuff ahead of time. The whole
That was probably
the
bullshit.
labor. Yeah, he
If you
either
ran a
doesn't run a
business-
business.
I said, awesome. What fucking multi-million-dollar business have you run for a quarter of a century? Not anything he's proud of, because he didn't fucking come back and tell me, well, this is what I do.
No. And even if all those people, even if you didn't have that much labor wrapped up in all your products like we do, it costs money just to be in this building, just to stand here, even when we're not working. AC, electric, water, like it costs money to run a building and a facility. So that's why lots of places do that. They'll refund you less a certain amount.
Yeah, good.
So,
I think Greece is not good.
That's true. Is that
Oh, because that's the spice and stuff in there, isn't it?
you can smell it.
Nice.
So there's those.
Well, and the guy lied right off from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, so
After it
how
comes
do you
up-
know what?
Yeah, after you come out as a liar, it changes everything.
How do you know that anything you said is true? Go get a fucking 511 belt at Walmart. You want to? I mean, what's? Oh wow. That's good stuff, huh?
Here, I got a few things for you to read. Just kind of read down until you get tired of reading.
Oh, shit. All right.
You don't have to read them all.
Okay.
Today. You have to read every one of them, not today.
All right. All right, this is from Mike. To John, says, thank you. My wife and I stopped by your shop on our way through Tennessee. I'm so glad we did. I wish I could see you in person to tell you this, but it was really a pleasure to meet you and your wife and your staff. I own a small business also. Work my ass off and I make it week to week, but I'm my own boss. But anyhow, you guys were literally the nicest people I think I've ever met. My wife was nervous and scared to get out of the truck because we weren't invited, but you made us feel like we were invited. John, you're a fucking awesome guy, and so is Pablo. Probably won't be back down there anytime soon, but if you're ever in the Detroit area, my home is open to you and your staff. And I'm not just talking shit, I mean it. Good luck to you and your staff, and thanks again for the awesome gear.
I added the Pablo part. I didn't want you to feel left out.
I was like, why is the Pablo part on There's a little carrot, you know. That
You want any of these back?
insert.
No, rip it up.
Okay.
Once it, that way, because it doesn't get recirculated.
It
That dude,
It wasn't here.
we had a bunch of people in here when he showed up, and we took him up and showed him the building and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder which one.
And then we
have so many people come by. It's hard. It's hard to keep track of.
So they're in
who's
town for NRA show, man. We had 50, 60 people probably came, and they'd show up. I go, what are you in town for? Taking time? No, man, we came to see you guys. It's pretty wild.
It's cool, man.
All right. Subject, thank you, /combat cop. Hello, John, Pablo, and SOE crew. Received my order, 48494 this morning, and just wanted to thank you for the rooster and lanyard that came with it. And he has rooster in parentheses. So yeah, I considered it an honor to be a part of the league.
Yes.
I love the belt I already have.
You must have put a golden ticket in his car.
Right? Love the belt I already have and look forward to getting my other order as well. Have a good day, Jim. P.S. I included a picture of my cock watching the breakfast videos as I do most morning.
You did. That's a pretty. Yeah,
Oh, I was like, what is this a picture of? Look, that's us.
Yeah, that's Sweeney.
That's Sweeney's.
Yeah, that was just was
a couple days
Wednesday.
ago.
Right on.
Very cool.
And he's got the checkered cock.
That's my favorite out of all of them is that checkered one.
Yeah. All right, subject breakfast video. This is from Jonathan. Dear John, I watch your breakfast videos every day while I eat my dinner at 11 p.m. I love that you run your business with a customer isn't always right mentality. I work for a wireless provider, not to be named.
Dude, the wireless provider guys give us the craziest fucking emails. Like, they have the fucking, the customer service bullshit they have to put up with. Dude, I wouldn't make it fucking 30 minutes at a fucking wireless provider place.
I couldn't see.
It's a headache.
Fuck no.
Have you ever been?
Go listen.
Yeah.
Keep reading it.
All right. And customers call in all the time complaining how their bill being high isn't their fault. They always resort to, if you don't credit this and make it right, I'm canceling my service. After watching your videos for months now, I have to bite my tongue.
I was gonna say, I wonder how much trouble he's in.
I would love to be able to tell them. That I'd gladly cancel their service. That way, they weren't wasting our time and we could deal with customers who actually need help. Keep making those videos. It makes us all feel like part of the SOE family. Congrats on the business and keep kicking ass. Tell Lance, Pablo, Amanda, and Heather, and all the rest, I said thank you for working their asses off for our soldiers and have soldiers to have gear. And as my byproduct, my out-of-shape ass can have purchased badass gear. Sorry, I was having a hard time reading that last part. Get a little tongue-tied.
You're welcome, man. Thanks for the email.
Yep.
I would not fucking want your job at all.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't tell any of your customers to go eat a dick or anything like that. You'll get written up.
We're gonna put a call center. We're gonna put a call center in at the shop, and when you call the 800 number, it charges you.
It's like,
A little recording calls in there.
do you accept these charges?
Like, if you really want to talk to us, there's gonna be a fucking 976 number.
You need a PO number to connect you straight to a
How
person.
exciting would that be though when you saw that lot going? Like, who wants to take it? I'll paper rock scissor you.
Yep. And we're going to have to. This is a non-secure line. This may be recorded, sir or ma'am, so that we can fucking air it
Put it
later.
on. Yeah.
Yeah. Then it could be like
Oh, that would be fun.
the
Jerky boys.
Yeah, the jerky boys. Like you'd be like, hello.
And then I think we'll have a concierge service also. Like you can pay an expedited on certain orders, certain items. We'll build your rig how you want it. You're going to pay an extra 50, 30, 25, 30% or whatever. And then you will get the service you think you deserve in that, hey, we're starting your order. Hey, your order was cut today. Mm-hmm. Hey, so-and-so sewing your order. Here's some pictures of your order. So we have 24 watches going with Smith & Bradley.
Yes.
And I didn't expect it. I didn't ask for it, but it's very cool that they fucking step by step. He has sent me a bunch of photos. I'm like, dude, stop sending me those photos. Post them on your Instagram and Facebook. Tag us in them. We'll reshare them. That way our people will cross deck and you'll get a new follower. And he did that.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that he did it. I appreciate it. We can't do that.
Yeah.
In the future, when we're in the new shop and we have some more staff, we might have somebody tasked to that. But you are going to pay for it. It's going to cost you.
But that is really cool. They
Yeah,
have the Smith and Bradley dudes they're going pretty fast. I
Dude,
think.
the watches will be good. I think they ship next week.
Yeah, I was gonna say
early
that.
next week. Like I got pictures of fucking 6 or 7 of them sitting all together.
They are gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay, this is from Jay. It says, John, I wanted to say thank you for rocketing my order to me out here in Cali. I got my belt, head wrap, and tourniquet holder, and am very pleased. I think back in the day you were located in Oceanside, right on the main drag. I heard about your stuff through the grapevine among law enforcement tactical guys, so I took a drive down from the OC, Orange County. If that was your shop, I bought a full chest rig that was quite state of the art for the time.
Do we have? You got a name on these?
Yeah.
I don't know that name.
It has traveled all over the country for training, and it was my go-to bailout vest before the term bailout became in vogue. It has been a constant piece of gear that was my go-to. I need to go right the fuck now. Active shooter kit in my black and white. I've been on our TAC team a lot longer than I care to admit, and your chest rig, although a bit beat, is still going strong. With the advent of the patrol rifle program, your chest rig is constantly getting use from our new officers. To get an opportunity to use it under conditions that are a bit stressful, and they quickly see that quality counts. Anyway, your stuff is as solid today as it was back then. Although I'm not a high volume buyer or some high speed military guy, but a vet, I do know as a 35 plus year cop that you get what you pay for, and quality is worth the wait. Thanks for the great gear and the lightning fast delivery. Regards, Jay.
On that note, guys will post that stuff up on the forums and on Facebook and shit. I ordered, I got my belt and I got it in, 7 days. A lot of times if they got a belt in 7 days, there is some reasoning behind that. They communicated with us. We happened to have it. Mm-hmm. One of my dudes happened to have it come across his desk before it came to us, and he was able to pull it out. As soon as they post that, dudes go, well, I've been waiting 10 days, or I've been waiting 8 days, or I've been waiting 2 weeks, or I've been waiting 4 weeks. There's reasons for that. A lot of times a dude will go, well, I'm waiting for my belt. But he doesn't go, I also have a fucking Highlander cop rig on order.
Right.
So, it doesn't always work. You can try to figure it out as much as you want. All you're going to do is be fucking frustrated.
I did an order the other day that said it was for the new TQ holders, and the guy had selected black or whatever, but in the notes put, I don't care what color they are, just give me the first 4 available, and fucking boom.
Those guys it
went out just like bam, bam, bam. We're getting a lot more of those, and it's just
because people are smart and they're watching these videos.
And the reality is a lot of the gear, the color is probably not a big deal.
I had a dude email me yesterday says, do you do an ACU pelter wrap? Well, no, we fucking don't. That's why it's not on the website and you didn't see it and you haven't been able to order it for 7 years. I can't even get the fucking material. I don't think without having it made, I don't think it's even available. So I just don't care for your color of coyote. It just seems a little dark to me. That's what he said. Well, we don't use Coyote Brown Marpat. We don't use that. And we also don't use fucking tan or sand. We use Coyote, which is between the two. And for years, you could order Coyote or khaki on the website, and we shipped you the exact same one color for both orders. 99% of the people never said anything. It was in between, and it worked with both. Mm-hmm. We've used that color for over a decade now. We finally just fucking, when I go in and update quantities and inventory on stuff, if I see a khaki option, I've just removed it. So almost all the khaki options are off the website now. So, he's like, okay. I said, dude, order the Coyote.
Yeah, you want.
We build shit for dudes that kill people. They use their gear. It's gonna get dirty. As soon as it's sweaty and dirty, it's all gonna be the same color. Mm-hmm. We used to have fucking recon dudes and team dudes come in the shop, want no D shit. All we had was black CQB vests. They would buy those and paint them up. Mm-hmm. They
just like fucking hitting the beach and sugar cookie, and you just
old rigs sell for fucking $5,000 today on eBay. Those old original fucking rigs that have been spray painted 10 times over, always. So he comes back with, okay, well, what's your wait time? What should I expect? I said the website now says 8 to 12 weeks, and when you order on the final page of checkout before final payment, it tells you 8 to 12 weeks. Mm-hmm. And when the order confirmation emails to you, it says 8 to 12 weeks. I got all these dudes going right now when should I expect my order? And they've emailed to me they'll email back from the confirmation email. I said, if you scroll right down, you will see 8 to 12 weeks in the email you just sent me. It usually doesn't take that. We put that on there just to fucking keep motherfuckers from emailing me every day going, what's my wait time? Well, if you're expecting 8 to 12 weeks, then you're stoked when it shows up in 4 or 6.
That's right.
But the reality is, if you really need that shit fast, email me from a .gov, a .doj, a fucking .socom, a .mil email address. We can talk. But typically, expedited shipping is for APO orders, which is an employed person. If you're ordering, and I get a bunch of them, man. Hey, I'm getting ready to, deploy, or I want to take this on, this next fucking, deployment with me. And you look at it, and it's a wallet.
Or a lanyard.
Or a fucking key lanyard. Yeah. In toxic green thread. Come on.
Not that we don't want to help you if you're getting deployed, but that's just not, we know that's not what you need for your stuff.
Go ahead, man.
Oh, and another thing, too, I was going to say about the email, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if John has me email you, or if you get any, it's because he's told me to. Don't email him. Respond back to me, because I have your shit sitting right there, and all you're doing is creating more work. You're creating rework. Yeah. You're doubling the load for the same fucking thing. So if I send you an email, just respond to me on it, because I have your shit there, trying to figure out what's going on.
And when you email us, reply to the fucking email. Don't generate a new email, so we gotta go look for all your shit. Your initial inquiry to us every time should be, when you want to contact us, the first time, hey, how's this going? Can I change this? Whatever. Find that confirmation email our website sent you. Reply back to that. That way we have a history. We can see what you ordered. We know everything without having to go into 2 systems and find your shit. Right. And then when I reply to you, you simply click reply. And when I reply back, you simply click. So there's a history. If you shoot me just an email and I got to go look at it, I just fucking go to the next one. Help us help you.
All right, this one is from Chris, and subject is too late. It says, Dear John, you are without a doubt a man of integrity, honesty, and selflessness. I am truly humbled by your kindness and selfless gesture. Thank you. I will accept your generous offer, but on one condition, and I hope you will understand and agree. Also, please know that I mean no disrespect.
Can you tell that I wrote this email myself?
Yeah. I mean no disrespect, and it is far from my intent to come across as ungrateful for your... You did write this, didn't you? Ungrateful for your kindness and generosity. We're entitled to free stuff.
Spelling mistakes and grammar.
True.
You never said fuck yeah.
See, I take pride in the love and love the work I do, and have worked hard not to only be in a career I love, but also provide for my wife, kids soon, family, friends, and to have and do the things that I love and am passionate about in life. Something I know you understand, respect, and have talked about in your videos. How to afford nice things and have nice things. Simply put, I prefer to pay for the things I want and need in this life. Thus, the situation and your product are no exception. It wouldn't feel right if I didn't. I felt guilty when I read your reply, and and in no way expected or meant for you to expedite my order, nonetheless pay for it. That was not my intent, nor never would be my intentions, to put someone in a position where they felt obligated to do such a gracious thing, or feel like I'm trying to take advantage of your generosity, or was trying to some sort of backdoor way of getting something for free from you. I respect and realize my bad attitude, as you put it, self-ownership of one's mistakes. As silly and...
Hold on.
Okay.
Is that dude's last name Huff?
Yes.
That's the dude. I don't know what this is about. I didn't ever look up to all of it. I just printed it off to read later. I don't think I even meant for you to read it. I don't know. But he said something kind of shitty, and I said, don't go away in a huff. He goes, oh, you make fun of my... I think what happened was... I
do remember
he was
that.
Kind of
That was
an
a
ass.
while ago.
He was kind of an ass. I escalated. And in the end of all of it, a few days later, he sent an email back going, you know what? It's all good in the hood. Fucking everything's cool.
Yeah.
And we just built whatever it was and sent it to him. I'd already canceled and refunded him.
Yeah.
I reprinted his shit and wrote on there, yes, this is refunded. Ship this shit anyways. You guys see him come
Yeah. No,
across.
I remember seeing it.
I remember you saying don't go away in a huff now that clicks.
Oh, you made fun of my last name.
Yeah.
So are you friends with Bruce Willis? Yeah, as a matter of fact.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's
Yeah,
right.
you're like, yeah, me and Bruce hang out all the time, although he hasn't shared much with us.
Let's see.
He's going to be using our gear in Die Hard 27.
Let's see. I will never forget this selfless example of what can I do for you, let me make this right, attitude, and I'm forever grateful. Unfortunately, what's done is done right, and the order has been canceled and refunded, as you said in your reply. That all being said, here is the one condition in which I spoke of, under which I will accept your kind offer. I would like to pay for my previous canceled order by the way of a new order I placed, 49016, for a EDC low-profile belt, surprise for my wife, as well as a black.
Hopefully she's not watching this.
As well as a black Coyote EDC Cobra belt for myself, in hopes of gaining your trust and gaining a lifelong business-to-customer friendship with you, the SOE crew and family. And lastly, a clear conscience for myself. This is the only way I know to rectify this, and will feel like I've done the right thing in the end. I hope you feel the same way. It is my sincerest and humble thanks for your valuable time, professionalism, and of course, overwhelmingly generous and selfless gift. Oh yeah, and for putting up with my ridiculousness, long-winded emails. Thank you, John. God bless. Chris Huff.
At least he knows how he writes his emails.
I think when I printed that, I think I took those two orders, printed them out, and expedited those also. Don't rip that up.
Okay.
Let me make sure we've shipped that shit and it's not just in normal queues.
It's a good thing I
Let me
have
put that on the desk before you
yeah.
tear it up.
Yeah, thanks. Take it back together.
Thanks, Pablo. The fuck's... Oh, that's a skull. Humans.
Yeah, that's a fucking huge ass fracture in the above the orbital socket.
Looks like somebody asked you about Fight Club. All right.
I'm gonna eat. You eat? I didn't think you fucking
God, I'm
ate
so
breakfast.
hungry. Yes, you did. You almost actually got me, dude.
If I wanted to get you, you had.
Going to the gym does you a lot of fucking good. You should have meant that
Did you
before.
see it? You almost got me.
All right.
I almost kind of got
This
me.
is from Michael. It's a simple fucking thank you. Now this sounds like John might have wrote this one. Simple fucking thank you. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. I think you'll understand where I'm coming from. I hear Lance reading the positive emails. I hope they are all sincere and not just writing for the sake of writing, because I truly mean it when I say thank you guys. John, all bullshit aside, you're a good man, and I really hope to have even half your business savvy in my upcoming endeavors. We truly need more motherfuckers like yourself. Never met you, but you've unknowingly taught me a lot from just a few videos. I know I'm damn sure paying attention to more than just the content of today's video. I'm taking notes from John the man and John the businessman, and I'm trying to learn every bit I can. I see the way you treat people, and I've never seen you treat anybody like they were below you. You truly want to You truly want everyone around you to succeed. And it's obvious how much this means to your employees. They clearly want to work hard and do the job right for you. Man, you guys seem like a family, and it's fucking working. I appreciate what I've learned from you and hope to see more. You and your business make me proud to live in the U.S. I hope SOE grows as big as you could possibly manage. Before long, I'm going to order an EDC belt, not because I really need it. I just want to show support to a company I believe in, because there's not many of them left. Lance. Unfortunately, I had an accident at work myself, which fucked me up good too. Several broken bones. I bet that's what that X-ray is.
That's what
Holy
that X-ray
shit,
was.
A couple X-rays, I think.
Several broken bones, among other things. Now I can handle broken bones. I've had them before, no big deal. Until I heard the doc mention possible brain damage. Scared the shit out of me, brother. Not going to go into a bunch of the details. Basically had to relearn a few basic motor skills. Had to ask for help to tie my own damn shoestrings. A fucking proud 28-year-old man can't tie his shoes. What the fuck? LOL. Clearly pisses me off just to think back to it. Not to mention all the money it cost me. Close to 4 years I sacrificed, saving all the money I could to buy a piece of land and start building a home. These depressing ass thoughts were the exact thoughts I was having a few weeks ago when I came the video about your accident recovery. Since our stories are alike in a few ways, I felt you were preaching right to me. While our experiences are slightly similar, there's no doubt that you had it much worse than me. And all I heard from you was positive, man. Man, I felt like a little bitch, sitting there feeling sorry for myself instead of feeling thankful for what I do have. So thank you for sharing your story and your positive attitude. I hope feeling like a whiny bitch shamed me bad enough where I never lose sight of that again. This set me way back financially, put a long-time dream on the back burner, and left me with a couple physical and emotional scars. Yeah, all that sucks, but the only thing I can do is tap, rack, bang, get back in the fight. One step at a time, one day at a time. Today will be better than yesterday, because you know what? I tied my own motherfucking shoes today. Hell yeah! Good job, man. P.S. I didn't forget about Tactical Pablo. The problem is, I just don't...
Prop. Did it say prop?
No. The problem is...
Freudian slip?
I just don't know what to say about him. He's just the fucking man, hands down. But I don't think he's the type that needs to hear that. He already knows.
You know you have a fan on YouTube.
A bad one or a good one?
Well, he just shows up and says, I'm fat and you're gay. Like, every day, under a new name. Like, I'll every fucking day. Like, that's his...
That's awesome.
I'm fat and out of shape, and you're clearly in shape, but you're clearly gay. Which, I mean, it's true, so...
Right.
Yeah.
You are happy with that.
I was like, if I gave him the old English term, I'm very happy.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
Do you want another one?
I'll eat it.
Dude, how good would that have been in a burrito with cheese?
And I damn sure didn't forget about Heather. Truth be told, everyone could probably stand to take a lesson or two from this girl. I know I can't hold a candle compared to her. Not many people are able to put their mind to something and actually follow through with it. And not to mention look beautiful while she's doing it. She most definitely has my respect. Figured if anybody could appreciate a couple of extras from my accident, it would be Lance. Feel free to do whatever you want with this email. Yeah, that's a fucking... So you probably got a little frontal lobe action there.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of frontal lobe in mine too. My filter got all fucked up. I used to think it was funny to...
I like you have extra room up in there now.
Right. I remember, because that's like kind of where you develop your adult personality and stuff. I remember they tell my...
Well, decision-making, problem solving.
Yeah, and what's appropriate and shit like that.
Well, they obviously fixed you, because when I want to do some crazy shit, you always say we shouldn't do it, so... I'd like to take you back a couple of years.
Yeah. I wonder where I'm at now.
I think that's
Beyond me.
It's cool whenever you look at, the guy he said, he was embarrassed or whatever about the way. Everyone gets down at some point, but that's a cool thing with people like Lance, and I'm sure you have friends around you too.
Yep.
I think it's important to be able to lean. I mean, you might not lean on everyone, but there's always a friend or two that is there that's going to be able to share with you or listen to you. I know we all listen to each other, and I've got a few friends. Like, I only have 2 or 3, but I've got 2 or 3 friends back home in the same way. It's important to do that because you can't always bear an entire burden on yourself.
Right.
Sometimes you have to reach out a little bit.
And there's
Doesn't make
nothing
you
wrong
bitch.
with asking for help. With the tying your shoes and stuff, I remember feeling like a dipshit because I don't have a lot of dexterity in my hands. And there was a point where I couldn't pick my snot locker. But I remember being at a gas station and having to have strangers help me get my fucking debit cards and stuff out of my wallet. Because I just couldn't manipulate it and everything. Sometimes the strongest thing, even a prayer, is help. Let somebody know that you need help and everything. And don't be ashamed. I mean, everybody needs help every now and then. But as far as the financial stuff, man, it'll come. I feel you. I had a pretty nice 401k, all built up and everything, and was putting in 15% for years out of every check. And when my accident happened and shit, I had to roll that out to keep our house afloat. And then when my wife left me and shit, ended up losing the house anyways. But it'll all come. I mean, that's not the most important things in life. Just aren't things. But it's good to have your dreams and your passions, and if they're truly dreams and passions, you're going to get there. Yep. Keep doing it. You'll get there.
And if you can get through your injuries and stuff like that, then achieving your success in your business or whatever it is you're doing, that's going to be small by comparison.
Exactly.
I wonder what it is he does do.
I don't know.
Yeah, because he got hurt at work. So he had to have gotten crushed or something, because he had a picture. His clavicle was broken.
Yep.
Dislocated shoulder that's out of the socket.
Yep.
And then the face thing. So he had to go, something fell on him
or maybe he fell off heights or something.
How long have you been here?
Me?
A year?
Just over a year.
Yeah, I was gonna say it gotta be a year.
Do you remember when you first got here?
I couldn't fucking
Like, you good, dude. You make it. You wanted, like, you were doing farm work and did fucking really good at it. But when you came in here and started working with the numbers, man, you'd get for every 2 hours you work, you'd be fucked up for like 5-6 hours.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit don't happen no more.
Not anymore.
Right. Exactly. No. I was thinking about that the other
Like
day.
every couple months. Like I bet if you went back and watched some of the first fucking videos, you'd see differences.
Yeah.
Dude, every day it happens, and it's faster and faster.
Yeah. I agree.
Healing is a mindset.
It is. It's a lot of attitude. I was thinking about that the other day too. My dad, when I was in delayed entry program to go in the Marine Corps, we used to sit on the back deck and talk every evening, and ate dinner out there a lot and stuff. And I was nervous about going to boot camp and everything. I was excited about it, but I was nervous about it.
Yeah, imagine everyone was, right?
And I remember one thing that my dad always told me all the time, and I apply it to a lot of different things. He said, "You know what, son? Don't worry about your drill instructors and stuff." He said, "They can chew on you, but they can't eat you."